Hello students, it's Nazia Begum here welcoming you all in today's lecture. Today we are going to start second chapter which is electric potential and capacitance. Here you can see unit 1B is written, that means this chapter is the B part of first unit and second chapter of our syllabus. So as the name of the chapter is electric potential and capacitance, so in this chapter we are going to study about potential and capacitance. So first let's discuss what is electric potential. So as we already know that every charged particle is having a particular sphere of influence in which that charged particle can apply force on other charged particle as well as uncharged particle also. Okay, so here you can see, suppose q is one charge and around this charge q you can see one circle of influence is there, and this circle of influence is called electric field. Inside this field this charged particle can apply its force. Okay, the charged particle which is applying force is called source charge. And suppose one test charge which we denote as q naught is placed outside this electric field. Okay, and now we have to move this test charge inside the electric field. Here you can see that this source charge can only apply force inside this circle of influence, that is electric field, and outside this it cannot apply any force. So any particle which is outside this circle, for that particle the distance between this source charge and that particle will be infinity. Why infinity? Because this particle is unable to apply force outside this circle. So anything which is outside the circle will be situated at infinity for this source charge. Okay, so now suppose we are having one test charge q naught which we want to move from infinity to any point inside the electric field. Okay, now one more thing you must take care, that the source charge as well as the test charge, both the charges we take as positive charge, and as we all know that same charges repel each other. So here what type of force will be there? What type of force the source charge will apply on test charge? It will apply the force of repulsion. Okay, so now when we have to move the test charge from infinity to the electric field, we have to do some work in moving that. Okay, because the source charge and this one, they both are having same charges, so they both repel each other, so the nature of force between them is repulsive. So it will try to, the source charge will try to move the test charge away from itself. But here what we want to move it close to the source charge. So that means we have to do work in the opposite direction of the force applied. And whatever amount of work we will do to move this test charge inside this electric field, that work is called the electrostatic potential. Now one more thing, if we want to move the test charge to this point, we have to do some amount of work. But if we want to move this charge to this point, okay, this is one point and this is the other point inside the field. So for that we have to do some work, but it is different from this work. Now suppose we have to move it to this point here, then also we have to do some different amount of work. That means to move this charge from infinity to any point inside the electric field, we have to do a particular amount of work. Okay, and for different points we have to do different amount of works. Is it clear? So now let's see the definition of electrostatic potential. The electrostatic potential at a point is defined as the amount of work done by an external force in bringing a unit positive test charge from infinity to that point. Now some keywords are here. First one is the amount of work done by the external force. Okay, so this electric potential is basically the external force. And second one is unit positive test charge. So whatever test charge we are taking here, the value of that test charge will be unit, that is 1. Okay, so in formula how we can denote it? We can denote electric potential by V. So V equals to W upon Q naught. Doing the work, okay, work in moving the test charge. So W upon Q naught, where W is the work done by the external force and Q naught is our test charge. And its SI unit is joule per coulomb, and it is also called volt, and its dimensional formula is ml minus 2 t minus 3 a minus 1, and electrostatic potential is a scalar quantity. Because work is a scalar quantity, so that's why potential is also a scalar quantity. Here we can also define 1 volt. So how 1 volt can be defined? See, 1 volt equals to 1 joule per coulomb. So it can be defined as the potential at a point is said to be 1 volt if 1 joule of work is done in bringing a unit positive test charge from infinity to that point. That means if suppose to move this test charge from here to this point, we have done a work of 1 joule. So that time the potential at that point will be called as 1 volt. Then our next topic is potential difference. As I have already told you that to move the unit charge at different points in the electric field, we have to do different amount of work. That means the potential at different points inside the field is different. We can understand that by this diagram. Okay, here 3 points are given when we have to move this point charge to the source charge. At different points we have to do different amount of works. That means the potential at this point is different from the potential at this point and also at this point. So at each and every point the potential, the electric potential is different here. Okay, so that means when we have to move the test charge from one point to another point inside the electric field, that time also we have to do some work, because here the potentials are different. So we have to do some work in moving the particle inside the field also, and that amount of work is called potential difference. So we can define the potential difference as potential difference between 2 points is defined as the amount of work done in taking a unit test charge from one point to another. Or the potential difference between 2 points is said to be of 1 volt if 1 joule of work is done in moving unit positive test charge from one point to another. Its SI unit is volt. And let me tell you the basic difference between electrostatic potential and potential difference. In electrostatic potential, we are moving the test charge from outside the electric field to inside the electric field. Okay? And in potential difference, we are moving the test charge inside the electric field from one point to another. So here in case of potential difference, the charge is inside the field only, and inside the field we are moving it from one place to another. Okay? And like gravitational field, the electrostatic field is also conservative. What is conservative force and what is non-conservative force, that we have discussed in class 11th, where with the help of one box which is falling from a height, we have proved that gravitational force is a non-conservative force. So like that only, electrostatic field is also a conservative, it is conservative field. And conservative means it does not depend on the path, but it only depends on the initial and final position. This is it for part 1 of today's lecture. Next topic we will discuss in part 2.